Shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to where it is due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Archakwadash. And double honors as always to the apostles, bishops, elders of Great Millstone who were well. They're taught us truth. Today's lesson is going to be entitled Eliminate Distractions, or Eliminating Distractions. And, especially in the times that we're living in, understanding the times that we're living in. As it says in Romans, 13:11? Romans 13 and verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. So we know the times that we're living in. So now more so than ever, it's time to, speaking to myself first and foremost, eliminate and continue to eliminate distractions, temptations, things that will draw you away from Yahweh Shem Yashai. So let me get this as well real quick, and because it brought to mind 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter. So I can. 2 Peter 3 and verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. So all this is going to be burned up. So everything that these people, continue in the wickedness and ungodliness, which is all, everything in this society is, mainly a majority consists of distractions. It's all going to be burned up, man. It's not going to last forever. But we know that what does it say in 1 John 2 and 15 through 17? But he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever. So we may get that as well. Verse 11, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? So understanding that all this is going to be destroyed, how should you be living? How should you be conducting yourself? Should you be living in pleasure, living in lust, living in distractions, or fighting those demons, fighting those urges, and following after righteousness, following after Yahweh Shem Yashai? Let's go ahead and get that while I quoted it in 1 John 2. I got it last, video, but it's all good. 1 John 2 and 15, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. So if you're loving this society, loving this world, loving the things that are in the world, then the Father isn't with you, man. He isn't dealing with you. You got to forsake this wicked society. It says, love not the world. So separate yourselves. When you go into it said, seeing then all these things are being dissolved, what manner of person are you to be in all holy conversation and godliness? And that word holy, means to be set apart. Quadash? Quadash means holy in the Hebrew. To be set apart. So it says verse 16, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. So all this is of the world, man. As it says in the NLT, the cravings, the physical pleasure, the pride in our achievements, possessions, all that's distraction, man. Now we're going to have things in this society, but we're not, what's the word I'm looking for? We're not living in them. A lot of individuals live in their achievements, live in their possessions. And a lot of individuals, they can't live without the things that they have within this society. Women, whatever it may be, verse 17, 1 John 2 and 17, and the world passeth away in the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever. So all this, as it said, it says the world passeth away in the lust thereof. Let's see what that word lust goes into.
Strong's G, 1939. Epithumia.
This is desire, craving, lying, desire for what is forbidden, lust. So when all this is just distractions, man, in this society. Let's see. Yep, a longing, desire, lust, and not in a good way, man. So yeah, we got to eliminate these things and follow after righteousness. Follow after Yahweh Shemi Asai. Follow after peace. What is that? Galatians, because we know it's going to be a fight, man. 5 and 16. Let me see what one said. Let's see. Let's jump down to verse 16. Galatians 5 and verse 16. Yep. Barak Yahweh Shemi Asai. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. So it's always going to be a battle. It's always going to be a fight. But you want to constantly eliminate the distractions, as much as possible. And don't allow the flesh to overcome you. But overcome the flesh. Not going to be perfect. Things are going to happen. But you got to continue to push on and continue to. Don't just let those demons just win, consistently. You have to win. You have to battle. You have to fight, man. That's what it says in 2nd Ezra, the 7th chapter. These are the conditions of the battle. 2nd Ezra 7 verse 57. Then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle, which man that is born upon the earth shall fight. That if he be overcome, he shall suffer as thou hast said. But if he get the victory, he shall receive the thing that I say. So if you're overcome by demons, by lust, by distractions, then you're going to suffer. As the scriptures say it, as Yahweh Shemi Asai say it, man. If you're not able to resist the flesh, to resist distractions, eliminate these things consistently, because you don't just eliminate distractions one time and say, oh yeah, well, I'm good. No, you got to actively and consistently eliminate distractions, man, because distractions are always going to pop up. Demons are always going to pop up, man. This is a continual battle unto the kingdom. Look right here, news break. Trump says Venezuela to give up to 50 million barrels of oil to U.S. So, and prophecy's popping off like popcorn right now, man. 2026, the year of apostate sellouts and agents. And Lord willing, prophecy continues to ramp up and to intensify, man. And Lord willing, we believe that it's going to be a big year, man. It's already, Trump. You had Trump say, either yesterday, earlier, sometime around this time, he said they was asking about Greenland. And he said, I don't want to talk about Greenland right now. Let's talk about Venezuela. Let's talk about Ukraine. He said, we'll talk about Greenland in 20 days, showing you that they're ready, man. And they're moving full steam ahead and with their order, with their agenda, man. So now is not the time to be faint-hearted. Now is not the time to be lollygaggling around, man. I want to get that meaning. Definition of lollygaggling. Let's see. Definition of lolly. Lollygag. Spend time aimlessly, idle, dawdle. Dawdle, it says to waste time, to be slow. So now is not the time. It's never been the time for that, man. But, especially now more so than ever, man. Lollygagging. It says, wasting, before evolving into its current sense of dawdling or wasting time. So, yeah, man. So it says, again, verse 58, 2nd Ezra 7, verse 58, that if he be overcome, he shall suffer as thou hast said, but if he get the victory, he shall receive the thing that I say. So if you get the victory and you overcome these demons, overcome the the distractions, the temptations, the hell that we go through, then you're going to receive the thing that the Lord Yahweh Yeshua said, which is what? That crown of life. That's what I got yesterday. If you resist these things, man. And what's these people? Turn this music down. Ecclesiastes 19 and verse 5. Whoso taketh pleasure in wickedness shall be condemned, but he that resisteth pleasures crowneth his life. Eliminate distraction, man. Eliminating distraction. Now let's get that meaning or term. Eliminate distractions. Eliminate distractions means to intentionally remove. Because a lot of people, they don't want to remove their distractions. They want to live in it. Scriptures speak about a woman, what she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. A lot of these individuals, they want to live in pleasure. And a lot of men was raised by their mamas, raised by their grandmother, and they taken after that same spirit, man. They want to live in pleasures. And women rule over them. A lot of individuals, they got a real feminine spirit on them, man. It says to intentionally remove, reduce, or distance yourself. Family can be a distraction. Wanting to be a family man, that can be a distraction. Being around, siblings and parents, children, wife, all the damn time, man. You got to distance yourself, because scriptures say that a man's foes will be they of their own household. So it says to eliminate distractions means to intentionally remove, reduce, or distance yourself from anything that pulls your attention, energy, or focus away from what truly matters. And what truly matters. If I got to answer that, then you need to, look in the mirror, examine yourself. What truly matters, man? This is plain and simple. It's choosing focus over noise, because as I'm like what I'm listening to right now, it's just a bunch of fucking noise, man. This society is noise, mirth, and we're seeing that the mirth of the land is rapidly disintegrating, deteriorating. So we're choosing focus, and you must choose focus over noise, man. This place is going to be destroyed, man. It's the only noise that we want to hear. Is the noise of those ICBMs being launched and hitting this bitch in America. Deeper meaning, eliminating distraction isn't just external, it's internal. Lustful thoughts, fear, comfort seeking, because Jake want to just be, Jake want to be good, man. But now it's not the time to be lazy. To be slothful. We have all time to just, do what we want in the kingdom, man. You want to lay around all day in the kingdom, man? You'll have that luxury at times. But now is not the time to just do whatever the fuck we want, man. We got a job to do. We're in a battle. We're at war. You don't just lay around in wartime, man. Now, when it's a time of peace, you lay around, do whatever you want. No, except when businesses got to be taken care of. But in time of peace, man, you can lay around. You ain't got to worry about the Philistines invading. You don't have to worry about Moab trying to swindle their way into Israel. Now it's time for battle, man. We're at war, and it's not just an external, like it said. It's not just an external warfare. It's an internal warfare. A spiritual warfare. Ego. That can be a distraction. Thinking you the best thing since sliced bread. Procrastination. This is one line definition. Eliminate distraction equals protect your purpose. Protect your purpose, man. Protect your crown. As it says in Revelation 3. Let no man take thy crown. Not even a fucking woman, man. It says protect your purpose by cutting off what competes for your attention. And that's when you just allow something to just to consume your fucking mind, to where now you're not even wanting to do lessons. Now you're making time for the distraction or for said thing, and you're saying you're putting the truth on the back burner. You're doing like, well, I'll just do the lesson later. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll read in a few days, whatever it may be, man. This truth has come first. We are at the end, man. Now is not time to be bullshitting. So it says eliminate distractions equals protect your purpose by cutting off what competes for your attention. And the horn had to chime in on that, man. Speaking to myself first and foremost. Watch this. Let's see what this says. Explain deeper. Now, while that's doing that, I had a scripture in mind. Oh, yeah, Romans 12 and 11. Yes, sir. Romans 12 and verse 11. We'll get in the NLT. Romans 12 and 11 in NLT. Never be lazy, but work hard and serve the Lord enthusiastically. Enthusiastically in the NLT, it says not slothful in business. We're not here to be slothful, man. We're here to do the job of Yahweh Shem Yasai. We're here to do his will. Another scripture, then we'll go to and see if that, because it said procrastination disguised as preparing. So another scripture real quick. Ephesians. Where is Ephesians? There it is. Ephesians 5, verse 13, 14. Ephesians 5 and 14. Wherefore he saith, awake thou that sleepest. Now is not the time to be asleep. And arise from the dead, and the Moshiach shall give thee light. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, and eliminating distractions is being circumspect as wise. When you're not eliminating distractions, when you're living in the flesh, living in pleasure, doing whatever you want to do, that's being a fool, man. Verse 16. Redeeming the time because the days are evil. We are living in evil days, and it's only getting more and more evil. It's not going to get better, man. And that's clear. That should be clear to a damn dum-dum, man. I didn't want to say what I wanted to say. You know what I wanted to say. It should be clear to the naked eye that the times and the days that we're in is evil, and it's not getting better. Verse 17, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. Don't be unwise, man. Eliminate distractions and do what is required of you until the very end. It says in Matthew 24 and verse 13, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. I said, let's go much deeper into this line. Procrastination disguised as preparing. This is one of the most dangerous distractions because it feels productive while secretly delaying obedience, growth, and action. What it really means is when you keep getting ready instead of actually doing. You convince yourself, I just need a little more information. I'll start once I'm more confident. Let me plan this out perfectly first. I'm not ready yet. But deep down, you already know what needs to be done. So you know you need to do this, but you're making excuses. Procrastinate cycle. Make excuses. Procrastinate. Feel guilty. Panic. And then the cycle restarts. I'll do it tomorrow. But what does the scripture say? Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. What is that? Ecclesiasticus 5 and 7. I'm in it, but not yet. Ecclesiasticus 5 and 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. I'll do it tomorrow. That's procrastination disguised as preparing. I'll do it tomorrow. And put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. That's a distraction, man. I'll do it tomorrow. Why it's so deceptive? Because preparing feels safe. Oh yeah, I'm preparing to do it. So now it feels like you're working towards something. Just do it. Just put the video up, man. Just go out. Just read. Action requires risk, exposure, failure, accountability. Preparing, because when you have action, man, you're not always going to be 100% right. You're not always gonna get it, man. You're gonna fail. There's gonna be risk. We're risking our lives day in and day out when we go out, man. when we do things. When we go on the highways and byways, put up these lessons, we are risking our lives, man. Accountability. Damn, I fucked up, man. Damn. Preparing lets you stay comfortable, avoid judgment, avoid responsibility, avoid finding out what you're really made of. So the mind creates a lie. I'm being wise and patient, when in reality it's fear wearing a mask. There are these people, these individuals that don't want to eliminate their distractions, and they don't want to do what the Lord requires of them, man. They're wearing a mask. They don't want to take off that mask and find out who they truly are. And endless research. You watch videos, read threads, ask questions, but never start. A lot of individuals do that, man. Keyboard Israelites, but won't go out on the highways and byways. They'll talk shit though all day. These people are distracted, man. I'm waiting on confirmation. I'm waiting on clarity. Yada, yada, yada. So you can read it. I'll go through it. And then, if you want to pause it. But decisive action, even if I'm we're not going to be perfect, man. Now, we strive to be perfect, which we know we're not going to be perfect, but we do the best that we can with the situations and the lot that the Lord gave us. So push forward, fight, man, and endure. So I'm ended off right here in the Ephesians 6 with spiritual warfare. Ephesians 6 and verse 10, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. So don't put on a partial of the armor. Well, I'm gonna do the work, but I ain't gonna eliminate distractions. I'm gonna keep this distraction. That's not gonna work, man. That's like you putting on the breastplate, but you're not putting on the helmet. You got to put on the whole armor, man. If you're going to be in, you got to be all in this truth, man. The sweet with the bitter. Everything. Verse 12, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. It says, wherefore take unto you the... So yeah, man, it's spiritual wickedness. We're surrounded by darkness. And you got to fight that, man. No matter what, man. Speaking to myself first and foremost. Verse 13, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all, to stand. Having done all. You can't do all to stand if you're not eliminating distractions. If you're not even attempting to eliminate distractions, man. You're not even trying. We're at the end, man. So, and it's only going to ramp up. You can't be on level 20 still doing level 1 tactics. Level up. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the spirit, to the body, and to the fold. And before I end it off, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to where it's due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Achakwaddash. And double honors as always to the apostles, bishops, elders of Great Millstone. Until next time, Shalom.